already recording, so whenever you feel.
Hey there, cats and kittens. Hope you guys are having a great day. So what we're going to do today on our virtual content is I am going to be asking Rachel Morris, our head 17-1s coach and our assistant to our 15-1s coach, some questions about one of her matches at Triple Crown this year. The match that we're going to review is the third set against OT, otherwise known as Orlando Tampa, and I'm going to be able to share the screen with you guys so that you can watch the match while we're commentating and asking each other questions, and hopefully you're going to be able to find information that you're going to find valuable. So let's get started. Thanks, Rachel, for joining us.
No problem.
So what day was this match? Is this 2 or 3?
This is day 1, actually.
Yeah. Like how you started that.
Yeah, quite nice. We run a lot of double quicks in our offense, so it throws a lot of teams off when we're running our right side and our middle really fast, and then we have a pin attacker on that outside.
So obviously you need to have really strong passing in order to make that type of offense run.
Definitely. That's a huge focus for our team, is making sure that every free ball pass, every down ball pass is on the money so that we can hold blockers on that double quick and allow for a lot of one-on-one situations.
So right there on that last play, you ran another double quick, but it was a 3 and a back one. That was pretty impressive.
Yep, you'll see Anna on the right side of the court with the braids run almost like she's a middle. She hits very few high balls for us.
And on that last play, it looked like your left front was really far back. Do you guys run a different defense when teams are out of system?
We do. We run what's called a weird defense, which I actually learned from you and I think Chloe Collins. So when the ball's out of system, our defense turns into a rotation defense where our left front comes past the 10-foot line wide and our right back goes under the block for tips.
I know when we were both discussing this with Chloe Collins a couple of years ago, I really like the reasoning behind it is having that setter close to the target and covering the tip so it puts her in a position to set and putting our outside hitter in a position where they don't have to transition as far. So Pretty effective with some teams.
Yeah, if you can run it efficiently, then it works really well. But if somebody's out of position, it's really tough.
So it looks like that ball hit the back line. So Rachel, they're in a stack in that last rotation, and they ran a 2 on us, but you only had one blocker up. Do you want your team to double or triple block that if they could, or do you want to be single?
We do a lot of single blocking with our middles. So in a stack situation, our left side blocker is alone with a slide. So if a slide were to, their first responsibility is that slide attack, and our outside or middle and our right side are focused on that middle and then left side attack. So I think it was a miscommunication. Ideally, Kate on the outside would have picked up on that and helped with the 2, but she's worried about somebody coming around for the slide first, so we give that up.
And it looks like your opposite, Anna, just had her third kill for 3 attempts, hitting 1,000 already to start us off at the beginning of the third set. What do you tell your team before this set starts?
The biggest thing for us is to establish that quick attack. So especially Anna and Haley and Audrey, making sure that we are running them as much as possible to then get solo blocking situations on that pin, which you'll see here in a little bit happens a lot more. This team runs a rotation defense specifically, so we knew that. They also sometimes only block with one person on the right side, so that's plays to our advantage as well, where that little setter, as you can see, is going to come into the front row in the next rotation. So double quick, fire to the outside. So that's an awesome play, a great set decision. Kate just left a little early and was really excited for it, but she would have had absolutely no one on her.
Passing great in this match. I really like how still her platform is. She's not doing a lot of extra moving. And here we're giving an out-of-system ball to them. But I like that we're getting a free ball back out of it. And I think your team is just staying aggressive even when you're out of system. Talk about that for a minute.
So a couple parts of that play that I want to touch on, and the first one being like not a great pass out of Bree in middle back right here, but she ran her back row attack in a gap rather than running it straight down the middle of the court. So like that was great. She tried to aim towards that right side of the court, take the setter out. So then they're out of system. So making sure that when we're out of system, we're still looking for chances to score. So we're still swinging high and hard. We're still swinging towards that setter to get them out of system, to give ourselves then the best opportunity to be in system on the other end of that play.
All right, looks like we just switched sides.
Switch sides.
Block out of her middle, Haley Stoner. And in this play, it looks like you've got your middles fronting their middles on a good pass, and Haley was there to slow down that block. Great kill out of Kate. Is that what you're teaching your middles?
Well, in this match specifically, we had lost the first set, and that kid, number 19, kind of absolutely exposed us. So moving into the second set and the third set, we told our middles, like, front number 19, no matter where she is, and you'll see her in multiple parts of the court. So just making sure she's sticking with her, even if it makes her late to somewhere else. We weren't really threatened by any of the other attackers. We were defending really well. So it was just keep your eyes on 19 to put us in the best situation. Play. Yeah, great hustle play. A little out of position on the off blocker defense, but it's okay. Alana running into the bleachers is awesome.
Did you lose the first set and win set 2 and then...
Yep, we lost the first set 20-25. We won the second set 25-16. This was a tough day for us. We lost the first 2 matches of the day, and this was kind of a have-to-win morale situation, so they started...
So that last play, we had a back row setter dump the ball, and I think a lot of people are confused on the rule. The entire ball has to be above the net in order for it to be a back row attack. So right there, from this viewpoint, it looked like half the ball was above the net, which is therefore not a back row attack. So pretty effective play out of your setter there.
Yep. And it's a great time to do it too. Like, it hadn't been done all set. We'd established the middle and the double quick attack pretty well. So you saw that middle like ready to jump with our middle, and the ball just went right over her head. So good timing out of Alana.
Now, did you talk to your team about this front row setter? She doesn't look like she's a huge block.
She actually doesn't block at all. So, yeah. So you'll see, I think, in the next play or two, she just kind of pulls off and 19 blocks on her own. So you'll see us a lot on that right half of the court. So running a 3 with a go, she pulls, and then...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Bree finds the hole. Real nice swing down the line. That is not easy to execute like that. There it is again.
So on that play, they called her over. Said the ball was above the net. I probably would have called a double before I would have called over. But it's okay. I still like the idea of it. It causes them, even if you don't score, to get out of system. So that's what we're looking for. Just like that second tempo serve you saw there too. It just causes a little chaos.
I really like how your passers are communicating before the pass, and I like how still your platforms are. Really nice angles are being created, and then Kira just hammering the ball down the line.
Hammering the ball. It's a tough ball to dig. I mean, it's a little bit off the line inside that blocker. It's a great swing.
Calling out the hitters. I see Audrey doing her job, pointing them out. We got a front row setter. And you can see the difference between our passing and their passing. Their platforms are all over the place, moving a lot. Oh, and a great spot for a free ball.
Great spot for a free ball. Great dig out of Emily, too. So that was awesome. And miscommunication, that was our weird defense. And it works really well if you're to the right spot in the right time. But Kate moved a little bit late and got caught and couldn't go back the other direction. And, you know, it happens every once in a while.
Yeah, I think that's the vulnerable spot of the weird defense is when someone's able to hit it like 70% in the middle back and it kind of dies.
Yep.
If it's like a roll shot or a tip, we're going to pick it up with our right front or right back setter coming up. But that is, every defense has a vulnerability. And wow, look how they're doing their serve receive. They're in a two-man serve receive now. And that's a better platform out of that player. And I thought that was a good read. Your block was set up pretty well.
So I'm going to go back because I don't know if you recognize what happened. So we've been doing a couple different things with Anna here, who plays right side for us, but she trained as a middle when she was younger. So in this play, you'll see that Audrey actually ends up going right and Anna stays middle. Because I wanted Anna blocking their middle blocker, and we do a much better job in this play when the two comes around than we did before when you mentioned it.
And I think it's just a good hit. She takes a little off, puts it in that seam, and our defender guesses the other way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we took up a lot of court too. Like if you looked at Audrey's hands and you looked at Anna's hands, like took up a lot of space. It just kind of like a fluffy air cake to middle back where Bree just made a not great read, which is very, very rare. So we'll let it go.
Bree's a fantastic player, defender, passer, hitter.
Anticlimactic end to the match, but
and that's a big win for you guys. Good team.
Huge win. OT actually had qualified previously, so that was a big one for us just to get that under our belt, especially after the rest of the day. We had taken a tough loss to Houston Juniors first match of the day, and then an even tougher loss to Milwaukee Stang, and so who also was qualified. So first day of Triple Crown can be really tough. So getting that win at the end of the first day is really, really important for morale. So, and especially to win in 3. So it was a really good win for us.
Well, nice job. Congratulations. Wave families, thanks for joining us. And we hope you learned something and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.